Let the people of the church say amen.
Amen.
You can surely do better than that.
Amen.
I'm not going to stand behind the pulpit because that's not my place.
All right.
But I will tell you that my place is very comfortably leading people. And there's nothing greater than the opportunity to actually lead and stand before a group of people that I call family.
Amen.
So first and foremost, giving honor to God who's the head of my life. I'd also like to give honor and homage to the head of this church,
Amen.
Robinson, that I had an opportunity to meet for the very first time today, as well as his shared guests who are sharing the pulpit. And you gentlemen, I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to stand before family today.
Amen.
Let's turn to Psalm 121. Psalm 121. You know, we're here today speaking about emancipation.
Yeah.
And I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a motivational teacher. And what that means is, I'm not going to talk at you. I'm going to talk with you. There's a requirement on my part not to lecture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to engage you, because the bottom line is I don't like wasting my time about anything. And that step comes from being on the perimeter in Desert Storm in 19 and walking around that perimeter and saying, Lord, if you allow me to make it back, I'll never waste a day of my life.
All right.
And so if my intensity makes you uncomfortable, you're going to be uncomfortable. And if it's uncomfortable such that you need to get up and leave, I invite you to get up and leave. My point, my mission today is always to engage, just as the members of the pulpit should be doing. I don't believe in watered down stuff.
All right.
When I say something, I mean what I say.
All right.
And I say what I mean.
All right.
So don't ever mince my words, because if it comes out, if you recognize the slowness in my delivery, it's because every word that comes out of my mouth is coming out with distinction. There's not a question about what I mean by the statement that I make, and there's not a question about how I mean it. So if you may take offense to anything that I'm saying, feel free to come to me and speak to me about it. But understand that if I say that I meant what I said, I can say that I'm sorry that you felt the way that you felt, but in no way, means, shape, or form did I not mean what I said.
All right.
Fair enough? Right, Doc? Okay, so as long as the ground rules are set and we understand that it's not going to be watered down, I say everything that I say out of love and respect. But also the respect is twofold. The respect is going to come first and foremost because without a doubt I respect myself. And I'll say some of the inherent problems of what we've got going in society today is because we have poor self-images. By the grace of God, I don't know why he made me how I am, but I've always been out front. I'm the oldest of 7 siblings. I am the first child within, say, my family that was a student athlete. I remember those times when people said, well, why is he doing those things? Nobody else is doing it. I remember those times when they were saying that, oh, he was managed, or he is managed. You remember, you know how we're raised. Understand the impact of words. Understand that those words that may be said may not be forgotten. And for some people, it may be the thing that keeps them where they're at. But by the grace of God, I thank him for giving me something that was a little bit stronger that allowed me to know that, no, first and foremost, I'm a child of God.
All right.
I remember those times when I had burning desires of being an athlete, a student athlete. I remember when my grandfather would stand on the porch and say, Speedy, come on in here and get ready for church. Okay? Those things were very much the foundation for everything else I've been going on to do, because it wasn't, boy, get off that court, what are you doing out there? It was, Speedy, come on in here and get ready for church. But I was doing my leg work in the morning before the season started, you know? So that's a different stride. And so some people, in fact, this morning, we talked a little bit about coming into this environment in the day and what the attire would be, whether or not we would be in suit and ties. And of course, you know, mothers do, as good mothers do, they want to try to get you molded in the right way. Well, by the grace of God and things we have, I left my brown dress shoes. I had my suits laid out. packed up. I went to get ready for this morning, and I opened it up, and I said, Mom, guess what? I done left my dress shoe. But then I said, but today I'm going to be speaking about emancipation. I said, I don't know what the audience is going to look like, but my guess is they're not going to look like me. Demographics. We're talking about emancipation. Now we had a call out about NAACP and membership. One of the big problems within the NAACP around the country is that we don't have people like me that are engaged. Why? Well, because we're not bringing us in where we're at and utilizing those gifts that we actually have and allowing us to then run. Uncle Dale referred to a song I sung at his church one day, and the words sang, and I wish I had authority up here to sing it, but it talks about, I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'm living, I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity.
It's all right.
Because the great love of all is given to me.
My God. Yes, yes, sir.
I found the
Greatest love of all inside of me. Now the question is, do you believe it? Sister Wright asked the question, would America be America without the Negro people? Would America be America without the Negro people? Brothers and sisters, I ask you to